I'm Steve.
And I'm Les.
And this is Tabletop Tastings. Les, what do we do here?
We pair whiskey with board games.
Do we ever? Les, what did we play today?
Today, we played the expansion to the 2 to 6 player game Rival Restaurants. And the expansion we played is Sporks Out. So rock out with your sporks out.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Well, it's Rival, right? So you got to get your sporks out to knife the other guy.
And Rival Restaurants really is about being rivals with other restaurants. The game is played over a number of phases. You have your money and move stage, so you collect income at the start of each round. You secretly choose where you're going to go to, and then everyone reveals at the same time. And if you've landed at the same location at the same time, then there's this timed kind of bidding piece that takes place to see who's going to get first pick of what's available there. Then you go to the cook and counter stage. So you look at, have you collected the ingredients that you need to make the dishes that you have? And if you do, you collect popularity for that. However, if you make a really popular dish, you probably had to use a lot of ingredients and other things for it. So you've got garbage. And then the garbage that you have comes off of your popularity the next time you cook something, unless you've gone to the island to sell or get rid of it. And when you go to the island as well, you can upgrade your kitchen and get basic recipe books, gourmet recipe books, double cooktops, advertising, and celebrity endorsements, which essentially generate more money each and every turn. You can also from the island buy action cards, and action cards are great because they just shred your opponent. They're always very, very good. And the Sporks Out expansion essentially added a number of new restaurants, and it added a number of new characters with sporks, or physical pieces that interact with the game and do more to kind of change things up. They also added this new phase as well, where an action card is revealed every turn, and then players secretly bid on the action card that's there, and whoever bids the most gets that card. If it's a tie or nobody bids, a card stays there and a new one gets added face down the next turn, and then whoever wins a bid from there gets both action cards in there.
Holy man, we should have timed you for that.
We should have timed
That was so long. No, it is a lot, yeah.
So if you're an avid player of Rival Restaurants, the Sporks Out expansion essentially adds new restaurants, adds new chefs, and adds new recipe cards to it, along with a few other new mechanics. Steve, what did you think of our playthrough of Rival Restaurants Sporks Out?
Yeah, so the rival part is a huge part of this game. So you can't play this with someone that's going to hold back on playing it against someone else. Now,
did I hold back when I was...
No, you sure did not.
I robbed you so many times.
I really wish I had an action card to stop you from doing that a number of times. I really love the main game of this, and I like the components of it. I like the mechanics of it, and I really do like the rivalry part, because you have everything figured out and then someone steals your ingredient that you need. Or you could do it to them, right? And you're stealing some money from them that they were going to use to be able to go to the island, or whatever the case is. I like the different chefs because they all have these different abilities that's going to help you along the way. Like the one you had, some Italian dude that got like a lot of the first game that we played through. Yeah. So he got a lot of action cards, and those action cards change the way the game plays, because you think that you've got money in the next round. You don't have it.
Action cards are so powerful in this game. So powerful.
Yeah. And like, so to buy those, normally you have to go to the island. You had a guy that could just buy them from wherever he was. So it does change it up. I like the different chefs for that point.
That's right. The chef abilities
being
are
able
all
to
really
have
good.
something different, right? Yeah. So I really do like the main board game. Did I think that this added enough of a difference for the Sporks Out? I'm still undecided.
And that's actually a good point, because we had played the base game prior to this, and that was your first time ever playing the game before. I had played a number of times before, so it was a refresh for myself. We then immediately played the Rival Restaurant expansion afterwards to see, what new things it added to it. And other than the assortment of new chefs and new restaurants and the auction phase, it doesn't really add a whole lot to it.
I have to say, I think it added a frustration because they have some really cool abilities, but to be able to get those abilities, you have to spend a lot. You're either taking on garbage, which costs you money, or in my case, I had the ability of having one of the mystery marts, but I have to get rid of 2 identical cards to purchase that to then be able to use. So there was a lot kind of working against you to try and put you ahead. I did like the action card part. So where you could, at the end of the round,
off.
basically you're doing an auction. So I did like that. I thought that was pretty good. And I think that would be a really good addition to the main game. I just found that for myself, someone that's new, and I actually do think I played Restaurant Rivals or Rival Restaurants in the past.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think I do. I do remember this game. I think we've played it once. I like the main game enough that I don't think that this adds enough for me to say that I need to play with the Sporks Out portion.
Okay, so and I agree with you for a new player. So if you're going to play Restaurant Rivals for the first time, just get the base game. There's a lot of content in there. There's a ton of restaurants. There's a ton of chefs in there. There's a lot of game in that. However, if you're experienced with Restaurant Rivals, you really enjoy the game and you've played it a ton, I think this is a fantastic expansion because it adds, again, new chefs, new ingredients, new restaurants to that mix. I love the dumpster diving raccoon.
It was
this guy is fantastic. However, on the downside of that, because you've got new restaurants involved, they have bonuses that work with different recipes. And you have now injected a bunch of new recipes into the game. So the odds of getting a recipe from that matching Hawaiian or Chinese or whatever the case may be actually decreases now because there's more variations or different types of recipes involved in the mix. So I found that took away from it a little bit. But if you really enjoy Restaurant Rivals, I think this is a fantastic addition to something that you really love and enjoy. If you're not avid or you don't play the game regularly, just stick with the base game because that on its own offers a ton of gameplay.
To add the Sporks Out right away, you're probably doing a disservice to the game.
Steve, what did you bring for us to enjoy with our playthrough of Rival Restaurants Sporks Out?
Well, Les, you said it correctly. We pair board games with whiskey. And so when I thought about Rival Restaurants, I thought about how any restaurant has got to have a really good bar to go with it, right?
Okay.
And so when you sit down and you want to try like a home-cooked meal, a nice family restaurant, you want something that a family has worked on. And that's what you get when you go with what we've paired. The Heaven Hill Bottled in Bond. Let's do the bottle pop.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about it.
Sounds good.
All the way from Louisville, Kentucky. Let's do it. We have Heaven Hill. Oh my God. There was no sound.
I actually thought you whiffed on it and just pulled the...
I thought I did too.
How did
there was absolutely
How could it do it silently?
no sound. I don't know. Zero sound.
Put it back in and try again.
I'm going to. Let me get rid of the plastic piece on top.
Thank you. I don't think it's gonna.
I don't think it's going to. It's like, I got a little pop.
A little baby pop. Baby pop. Aha. Okay. let's see it.
It's actual cork. It's kind of funny.
I mean, it's a nice looking. It looks like a crokinole kind of.
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah. It's full cork. Like
It is.
It should have got a nice,
It's
decent pop.
I think it. I mean, even that feels good.
Yeah.
I got slightly better on the thing. Okay, anyway, let's try it out.
Let's try it out. So this is their Bottle and Bond expression.
Nice healthy pour.
Yeah, well, you're going to play a good game, you got to have a nice, good, healthy pour. So Heaven Hill is famously still one of the last, I guess, actual family-run distilleries.
What do you mean by that?
Still actually family-run and owned.
Really?
So it's not owned by like a big corporation.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, which is pretty neat, yeah.
It smells quite nice.
It smells like a nice bourbon. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm able to pick out anything else above and beyond that.
Just the bourbon, yeah. So I get like your brown sugars, like something like that. But I think I'm getting a little bit of like some butter, right?
Yeah,
So maybe like a butter tart
like
type
little
of thing.
toffee
Yeah.
type thing.
I mean, it really, really smells good.
It smells quite nice.
Smells fantastic. Let's go in.
Let's do it.
All right. So it does, it's a tiny bit flat
So yeah,
compared to the nose.
it's
I was expecting a lot more flavor from it because like even just bringing it up, like you start getting the nose like immediately, and it has a lot of those rich, beautiful bourbon notes to it on the nose.
So I thought, similar to what you said, that it finishes nicely, but the first few seconds it's in your mouth, it's like, this is like water or like really, really watered down. But it has nice flavor to it, and it finishes nice. Even at 50 ABV, the burn isn't quite there. Like, I would never guess this is 50 ABV.
Yeah, it does drink a lot less. Like, 49 and 0.5 or something.
No, like, I think you could put this next to some 40s and not be able to tell the difference.
I agree. As we're talking, I do like the finish and the mouthfeel to it. That is really nice, but it's just that initial pop of flavor that I was expecting is just not there.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's going to open up as we play the game, though.
Me too.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, Les, there you have it. Our initial reaction. There was no bottle pop.
There was a bottle poop.
There was no sound out of the very first.
It was the quietest, even quieter than Sons of Vancouver, who's got the little groove.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So that was a bit of a disappointment. And then we kind of got into it, and I was disappointed at first. I really was, and I bet you could see it on my face when I took the first couple of sips. I really loved the nose on this. Okay. It is quintessential bourbon. It's everything that I want from a bourbon that I'm getting on that beautiful nose. And actually, I've really enjoyed how it has kind of opened up, which is kind of neat. Most games are kind of like that. They have a little bit of a slow start, and then you can kind of build on what you've got. And I think that's what this does. It is quintessential bourbon. That's really what I'm going to go down with, is that this is what you want when you want a bourbon. It really, really is. You can smile all you want at those innuendos. There's always tons when it comes to games and to bottles.
So it's funny because it doesn't blow me away.
Nope.
There's nothing amazing or incredible about it, but over the last 2 hours that we've been sitting here playing, I've thoroughly enjoyed tasting it. And I almost think it is still a bit lighter, but the lighter also allows you to kind of enjoy it more and not kind of grow sick or tired or overwhelmed of it type thing.
And you can sip a little bit more as you're playing as well, because it's not it's not a high ABV, all that kind of stuff. What I really enjoy about Heaven Hill and what I really think that kind of goes along with the whole rival restaurants is the story of it. Family owned since 1935, and they haven't sold out. If you go to a mom and pop, they've got something that they do really well, and that's what you want to get.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
And so that's kind of what you get here. This is their bottled in bond. They take it a little bit further. So this is actually a 7-year-old bourbon.
Okay.
Right. So what does that all mean? Like, does it really matter? Does it make a difference? Well, it kind of does, because you're kind of putting a stamp of, okay, we've hit these specific rules and you're going to get something that is good. So I know that when I pick this up, I'm going to get a true bourbon and I'm going to get something that is proper. At the end of the day, though, when I pour it into my glass, what does it taste like? And do I really like it?
Yeah, so what does it taste like and do you really like it?
So I absolutely love the nose on this, because it's gonna have those, baking spices, that bit of oakiness. It's gonna make me feel warm and cozy. I was really disappointed in the first little bit, right?
Okay.
The first couple of sips. I have found that it has opened up and it's really, really flavorful as it's gone on. So I will now say that I really do think that this is a good bourbon.
Excellent. So it may be a good bourbon, but this brings us to the question then, which is better? Is the Heaven Hill Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey bottled in bond better, or is Rival Restaurants the Sporks Out expansion the better board game?
Okay, so always tough, right? If it was the base game, that would win out for me 100% over the Heaven Hill bottle and bond.
So I mean, it kind of is the base game though. Like we used new characters, we could have used the old characters and still. Like really the only new mechanic that's added is the auction piece here. And then you've got additional recipes.
Yeah. So perhaps if I had used one of the original chefs.
Complex chef maybe?
I guess complicated is the word for it.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe it just complicated it too much for me to enjoy it as much. I had to constantly be thinking about, okay, what is this chef, Phoebe and Jay, what are they actually providing for me over someone else that I had used in the past? Or what is this restaurant doing for me? I actually never did find a Thai dish to give me the extra bonuses. So when it comes down to, okay, do I want Rival Restaurants or do I want the family run Heaven Hill? I think I'm still gonna go with Rival Restaurants. Funny enough. After all of that, I love what they're doing here with the Heaven Hill. I love their story. I just don't think it's different or unique enough for me to say, yeah, I'm gonna take this over Rival Restaurants, including the Sporks Out expansion.
So that's kind of interesting because I like how you're looking at this because long term, if we were to play another 15 or 20 games of this, we'd probably love the expansion.
I think so.
If we were to spend, go through another 15, 20 experiences with Heaven Hill, I think we'd probably grow tired or bored of the experience as well. So
for me, a lot of times how I think about it is, okay, when I get to the bottom of this bottle, am I going to be sad that it's gone? Right? Okay. Because a lot of the stuff that we get is kind of one-offs or very unique, right? I just don't think I'm going to miss it when we get to the bottom of it. I might try and keep a bottle of it around just because I think it's nice and it's a very good entry level.
You said it's cost effective as well?
It is, yeah.
How much is it a bottle?
Around the $60 to $80 mark for Canadian, right?
Sure.
So, which for bourbon that's brought in from the States, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
How much is your Wild Turkey?
So the rare breed, something like that. Now that is cask strength,
right?
So a little bit different, and it's about the same price.
Right. So with that, I think for the money, even though it's not crazy expensive, I think there's still a lot of better options for that price point.
I agree. I'm underwhelmed by it. I was really, really looking forward to it. Whereas, Rival Restaurants, I've played lots of board games. I don't think I've played a board game that's quite like this.
No,
right?
It is.
There's a lot of similarities, but I like this.
It is very unique, yes. And it's enjoyable.
It's enjoyable. Yeah.
Regardless, Steve, I think we've learned a very valuable lesson today.
I think we have, Les.
And that is, if you're going to play the 2 to 6 player expansion for Rival Restaurants, Sporks Out, you want to pair it with.
You still do. You want to pair it with Heaven Hill, family run. You got a family business, you want to have a family run bourbon business.
I wonder if
this is going to be good.
Kneecap their restaurant neighbors.
Ooh, I don't know. They throw in an action card. I love it. Yeah, it's so good.
My name is Les.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Tabletop Tastings.
That it is.
Have a great day.
Yeah. Nice splash.
What's up?
Oh, I had some on my hands, so I just